A pleasant day, everyone. Today, the Group 2 will be presenting the IP communities in Luzon. I am Jeremy C. Gailan and I will be the presenter for the IP's communities in Luzon. Ifugao tribes. The Ifugao are among the ethnic groups living in northern Luzon, particularly in the Cordillera region. The term Ifugao is derived from Ifugo, which means earth, people, mortals, or humans. As distinguished from spirit and deities, it also means from the hell, as Pogo means hell. The term Igorot or Igolot was the term used by Spanish conquerors for mountain people. The Ifugaos, however, preferred the name Ifugao. Ifugao culture revolves around rice, which is considered first-type crops. There is an elaborate and complex array of rice culture feats inextricably linked with taboos and intricate agricultural rites, from rice cultivation to rice consumption. The way of life of Ifugao is agriculture. Agriculture, both wet and dry, is the main source of livelihood among the Ifugao. Rice is grown mainly on the terraces, while sweet potato and other tubers are grown on the mountainside that they have cleared. Since rice production is dependent on rainwater, an irrigation system has been developed and requiring the building of pipelines. The Ifugao have had to regulate the distribution and use of water in their custom law. So, ayun nga, sa paghahanap buhay nila is yung pagsasaka. Yung pagsasaka nila is nakadepende lang siya sa tubig ulan. So, hindi sila makakasaka kung hindi tag-ulan or walang ulan sa lugar nila. So, kaya dinidevelop nila yung kanilang hanap buhay na yung sakahan nila na malagyan ng irrigation or mapagkukunan ng tubig para kahit tag-init makakapag-tanim pa din sila ng palay kasi may pinagkukunan sila ng tubig. Kumbaga, yung irrigation sa atin is yung may ilog na medyo mas malapit. So, pwede silang maglagay dun ng hose or mag-water pump sila kung ganun sa atin. Buntok. Buntok tribe, Buntok meaning mountain, refers to the people who share close linguistic and cultural similarities and originate from Buntok, which is the place and name of a municipality in Mountain Province. The people of their groups call themselves Buntok in their own language. Buntok. The Buntok live on the banks of Chicago River in the Central Mountain Province. On the islands of Luzon, they speak the Buntok language. They formerly practiced headhunting and had distinctive body tattoos. And the Buntok there are three types of tattoos. First, chaklag, the tattooed chest of the head talker. Pong-o, the tattoo arms of men and women. Fatik, for all other tattoos of both sex. So, women are tattooed in the arms only. Tattoo is facial or sign of award. na sign of war yung tattoo ng mga buntok para sa kanila. The pre-Christian buntok belief system center on a hierarchy of spirit, the highest being, a supreme deity called Lumawig. Lumawig personifies the force of nature and is the legendary creator, friend, and teacher of the buntok, a hereditary class of priests hold various monthly ceremonies for this deity, for their crops and weather, and for healing. So the buntok also believe in the Anito, spirit of the dead, who must be consulted before anything important is done. Ancestral Anitos are invited to family feasts when a death occurs to ensure the well-being of the deceased soul. This is by offering some small amount of food to show that they are invited and not forgotten. So, ito yung Anito. Kumbaga sa atin, yung Anito is parang base lang sa ating mga Pilipino. O yung nakagawian natin. Yung Anito, kumbaga sa panahon natin ngayon is ito na yung tuwing November o nag-aalay tayo ng pag-araw ng patay o nag-aalay tayo ng mga bulaklak ng pagkain o pagsisindi para yun siya yung yung hindi natin nakakalimutan yung mga taong naging part ng buhay natin ng buhay pa sila. Yun. Ibaloy. The Ibaloy, also Ibaloy and Naboloy are one of the indigenous people of the Philippines who live mostly in the southern part of Benguet, located in the Cordillera of northern Luzon. The Ibaloy people were traditionally an agrarian society. Many of the Ibaloy people continue with their agriculture and rice cultivation. The largest fest of Ibaloy is the Paset, and fest mainly sponsored by people of prestige and wealth. Paset can last for weeks and involves the killing and sacrifice of dozen animals. So, kumbaga yung mga Ibaloy is, yung kinabubuhay din naman nila is patuloy pa din yung pagsasaka at saka yung nagpapatay sila ng mga hayop para i-alay din kasi killing and sacrifice of dozen animals. So, kumbaga nangangasi sila tapos inaalay nila or nag-aanito sila. Ganun yung kumbaga ganun yung sa kultura nila. Snig. This snig, also snig or apayaw, live at the northwesterly end of the northern Luzon in the upper half of the Cordillera province of Apayao. This snig term or snag derives from a combination of is meaning recede and unag meaning interior. Those it mean people who live inland. Snag are also found in the eastern part of the province of Ilocos Norte, specifically the municipalities of Adams, Carasig, Dumanig, Solsona, and Pidig, and northern western part of the province Cagayan, specifically the municipalities of Santa Pasides, Claveria, and Sanchez Mera. As a dry rice farmer, the male head of a household annually clears a fresh section of tropical forest where his wife will plant and harvest their rice. Ethnic women also cook the meals, gather wild vegetables, and weave bamboo mats and baskets, while the men cut timber, build houses, and take extended hunting and fishing trips. Snig, described of slender and graceful stature with that were kind, hospitable, and generous manner possessed with the spirit of self-reliance and courage, the clarity artistic in their temperament. These Nag ancestors are believed have been the proto-ancestor Tronesian who come from South China thousands of years ago. Yun nga, so 'di ba yung kabuhayan ng snag is yung pagsasaka. Maliban doon is often when a wild pig or there is killed, its meat is on bamboo and distributed to neighbors and relatives. Nearly all snake households also harvest a small group of coffee trees since the main cash crop of the area is coffee. So ayun nga, maliban doon, ayun pa yung dagdag na sa kabuhayan nila. Yung may pag-harvest ng kape at saka yung kapag halimbawa may babira mo na sa pangangaso nila nakukuha, hindi nila yun sinusulo kung sino yung nakukuha. Kumbaga lahat sila dapat is makakatikim or mabibigyan. Ganun yung ugali ng mga snake. Kalinga. The Kalinga inhabiting the drainage areas of the Middle Chicago River in the Kalinga province. The Kalingas are noted for their strong sense of tribal awareness and the peace pacts they have made among themselves. Kalingas are also known as Limos or Limos Liwan. Kalinga. They speak the Kalinga and Limos language. They practice both wet and dry rice farming. They also develop an institution of peace pacts called Budong, which has minimized traditional warfare and headhunting and serve as a mechanism for the initiation, maintenance, renewal, and reinforcement of kinship and social ties. So, the Kalinga are divided into southern and northern groups. The latter is considered the most heavily ornamented people of the northern Philippines. Kalinga society is very kinship-oriented and relatives are held responsible for avenging any injury done to a member, who listen to all sides and then impose fines on the guilty party. These are not formal counsel, meaning but carry a good deal of authority. So, yung Kalinga is yung kanilang kinabubuhay is pagsasaka din. Kumbaga yung pagsasaka nila is may pagkakaingin kapag wet and dry kasi, so merong pagkakaingin at saka yung pagsasaka or yung sabasakan. Tapos yung Kalinga is hinati siya sa southern and northern. So yung Kalinga is yung sa Northern Philippines na Kalinga society is grabe nila ka-oriented. Kumbaga, nagkakaisa talaga sila. May ang tamang term dito. May pagkakaisa. Then, kapag halimbawa may nag-away man or pinag-uusapan talaga nila. Then, nila kung sino ba yung guilty or yung hindi guilty. Basta magiging magkasundo sila sa huli or magkakaayos. Kankanay-e. The Kankanay-e domain includes Western Mountain Province, Northern Benguet, and Southern East Ilocos. Like most Igorot ethnic groups, the Kankanay-e built sloping terraces To maximize farm space in the huge terrain of the Cordilleras, the Kankanaey of Western Mountain Province from the municipalities of Sagada and Bisao identified himself as part of a tribe called Aplay. Although southern Kankanaey also engaged in wet rice agriculture, the chief means of livelihood is hunting and foraging. Wild animal meat such as deer, boar, civet, cats, and lizard are salted and dried under the sun to preserve it. Wild roots, honey, and fruits are also gathered to supplement diet. So, yung Kankanaey is southern is yung kanilang kabuhayan is yung pagsasaka pa din. So, maliban doon, yung mga wild animals ay ginagawa nilang karne. Like yung animals na usa, baboy ramo, yung pusa, or yung lizard. So, yung ginagawa nila dun is kumbaga pinapatuyo nila sa init para ma-preserve at makain nila. At saka hindi siya masira kumbaga. Then, nangunguha din sila ng mga honey or yung tawag sa atin is dugos, yung sa mga pyutan or buyog na kukuha para at saka mga prutas para pagkain din nila or supplement diet nila. Ethnic Ixonin, Tinggian or Tingyan are an Australian ethnic groups from the Aplang province of Abra and northwestern Luzon in the Philippines. Ethnic Tinggian men also Ladapan. The ethnic tribe or Tinggian, meaning the people of the mountains, create beautiful and hand-woven and embroidered fabric in northern Luzon. The Tinggians still practice their traditional ways, including wet rice and Sweden farming. Sociocultural change started when the Spanish conquistador ventured to explain their reach to the settlement of Abra. The indigenous highland people called Tinggian tribe or ethnic are famous in terms of natural DIY making, production of bamboo crafts, and colored textiles. So, Tinggians have an elaborate network of beliefs and practice as manifested in their songs, dance, and ceremonies, specifically during morning courtship, wedding, and festival. So, ayun yung mga culture ng Tinggian at saka kung saan kilala sila or famous sa paggawa nila ng kanilang handmaking. Like, yung paggawa nga ng mga bamboo props, halimbawa yung mga basket, ganun. So, Gadang tribe. Gadang comes from the word ga meaning heat and dang meaning burn. This likely alludes to the fact that the Gadang are generally darker of skin than other Cordillera peoples. May Gadang live in the highlands of southern Escalina, Apayao, and eastern Bantoc and Isabela province. Other groups have abided in the middle Cagayan Valley on the eastern side of the Cordillera, where tributaries of their river merge. Gadang are distinguished for having elevated bedwork to an art form. Unique among northern Luzon communities, the Gadang are lavish with their use of braidwork. Gadang women are found of wearing seed beds around their heads, necklaces, and wrists, but glass and precious stone are especially prized. Gadang observed many taboos, and breaking any one of these invites illness, general misfortune, and even death. Most taboos center around birth, poverty, and death. So, ayun yung characteristic ng gadang at saka yung tradition. Bongkalot tribe. The Ilonggot o Bongkalot, we are held hunting society with fearsome warriors who beheaded their enemies. These hunters with delicately crafted earrings and headdresses to mark their masculinity and skill. The Ilonggot live in the southern Sierra Madre and Caraballo Mountains on the east side of Luzon. About 90 miles northeast of Manila, they reside primarily in the Nueva Vizcayas and Nueva Ecija provinces along the mountain border between Quirino and Aurora. The Ilonggot are notable for their extreme aggressiveness and cultural conservatism. Their continual warfare has resulted in an aggressive population from the home area to extent that more Ilonggot currently live in provinces as far south as Zamboanga than in their traditional lands. Palawan tribes. In Palawan, the smallest and the most endangered of the three major ethnic groups is the Batak tribe. An old Pioneer term, Batak means mountain people. They are classified as a Philippine ethnic group because of their physical characteristics. At present, they live in the huge northeastern part of Palawan Islands, close to the coastal village of Babuyan, Tinitian, and Malcampo. Previously, they lived in several river valleys of Babuyan, Mauyon, Tabanag, Tabaranan, Laingunan, Tagnipa, Aramay, and Buayan. Indigenous people of Palawan. Batak. They speak a language called Batak or Binatak, although majority are bilingual as they can speak both Batak and Tagbanwa. Bataks practice minimal shifting cultivation, alternating rice with cassava, tubers, and vegetable. Palawano or Palawan. Most Palawanos choose to live along upland rivers, while a few afloat for the coast. Their primary source of food is agriculture using the slash and burn method. Hunting with blowguns, fishing, and food gathering are also relied on for sustenance. In traditional societies, most of the agricultural tasks are assigned to the women. Tagbanwa. Tagbanwa, province sa Palawan, is the home of the Tagbanwa. Their language may also be known as Aborlan, Tagbanwa, or even Apurawan, and is classified under the other Palawanic language. However, it has some lexical similarities with Koyunon, a Visayan language. Tagbanwas are also said to have their own script. The Taot Bato. The Taot Bato or Tao Bato, people of the rock, stay in the Sinapan Basin or Baltic Valley in southwestern Palawan. Their territory has Mount Mantalingaan to the east and a coast to the west. Taot Bato is a small but articulate subgroup of Palawan tribes. The language is spoken various groups in the area. So, yung mga tao't bato dito sa atin sa Palawan is yung particularly na alam ko talaga na saan sila is makikita is part of Rizal Negrito. Negrito is the collective term to refer the Filipino indigenous people with a hunter-gatherer background including the Agta, Ita, Ati, Ata, Batak, Dumagat, and Remontado peoples. The Negrito people represent the most ancient civilization in the country, dating back more than 50,000 years ago. The Negritos of the Philippines are composed of approximately 25 widely scattered in ethno-linguistic groups, totaling an estimated 15,000 people. They are located in several major islands in the country: Luzon, Palawan, Panay, Negros, Cebu, and Mindanao. The key defining characteristic of Negrito phenotype is small body size, dark skin, and darkly curled hair have been interpreted as linking this population to sub-Saharan Africans. So, yun yung Negrito. Yung Negrito is hindi lang siya isa, kundi yung Negrito is may iba't ibang uri like Agda, Ita, Ati, Ata, Batak, Dumagat, at Remontado. Yan yung mga iba't ibang lahi ng Negrito dito sa atin sa Pilipinas.